People of Reddit, what are some cool, but completely useless talents you can do? I am top 1000 in the world at Boggle. Gets me all the ladies. I can eat a lot of pineapples, like 4 big pineapples a day. If I have more money, I'd buy even more pineapples. Job, sperm donor. I can tell the time period a movie came out within a few seconds. Job, Starbucks employee. I play GTA 5 without the urge to grief other players trying to make money. Job, Animal Crossing therapist. Vibrate my eyes equals useless. Raise one eyebrow equals useless. Undulate my tongue equals useless. Point out all 50 states in 35 seconds as a Canadian equals 50-50. I can vibrate my eyes too. It is useless but fun to mess with people while they are talking to me. I can tie someone else's shoes using only my feet. Can you tie their feet with your shoes? Job, performer at an Amsterdam sex show. I can proficiently whistle while blowing air as well as breathing it in. Means I can whistle for much longer than the average human. Same here. I learned how to whistle while breathing. Then I figured I'd learn the normal way, so I'm by Whistlall, as I call it. I can say the alphabet backwards. Prove it. ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJIHGFEDCBA. Whoa, cool. Damn it, I can only read it backwards. Job, professional drunk driver. Throw cards with little accuracy. Magician. I can name all the countries of the world, including limited recognition states like Abkhazia or Northern Cyprus. Edit. My definition of a country in this sense is any country that is officially recognized by at least one UN member. Other unrecognized countries are more complex because of the dictionary definition of a country, so I won't include those here. Job, sexy map maker. My high school girlfriend knew every country in the world. She challenged me to memorize just the ones that start with C. And many years later, I still remember them all. I think it's been a while since I've tested myself. I can guess people's weight with disturbing accuracy. Women don't like it. Edit. No, I can't tell your weight from a picture. Okay, I'll bite. How much do I weigh? Only works if the person is standing in front of me. How do you know I'm not? Because I see you behind the bushes. I can make my wife completely uninterested in sex just by mentioning it. Edit. My first gold. Thank you, kind Redditor. Job, therapist for sex addiction. Make cool jokes but not be charismatic enough to not have people steal them. It seems every single Reddit thread has this reverse humble brag about how socially incompetent someone is at top. It's very weird. Wiggle my ears. Can you wiggle them individually? 'Cause I can. That's pretty cool. No, I don't think I've ever tried. But now I'm gonna spend time in the mirror trying lol. I have my doubts because I can only bounce one of my pecs. Lol. Job, Instagram model. I can flip a coin into my pocket like 98% of the time. Fun party per bar trick but completely pointless. Have you tried betting that for drinks? Yes. If I do, it's usually with more change in the pocket and like a $1 coin. When it hits the bottom of the pocket, it makes an audible metallic sounds. And the gold coin is for show. I unconsciously count the time of time-based events. Like I know when the light will turn green at specific traffic lights, or in the game when an item will spawn on the map. You'd be very good at RuneScape with a built-in metronome. Not me, but my dad can literally mimic any noise with disturbing accuracy. He constantly messes with us making out notification sounds. One time he made very real bear noises and I called him and ran inside with my dogs. He answered laughing and I was sitting there crying my eyes out because he was carrying my third dog and I thought she was attacked by a bear. Job, cop. I can write in mirror image cursive backwards perfectly with my right dominant hand, as well as writing cursive with both hands at the same time going in opposite directions. As in, writing left to right with my left hand while writing right to left with my right hand. Mirror image. And meeting in the middle. Also the other way. Writing right to left with my left hand. Mirror image. While writing left to right with my right hand. Both hands going toward the outer edges of the page. My belly button is both an innie and an outie. Job, belly dancer. I can recognize people by the way they walk. Edit. Getting a lot of comments about a woman's man and no time to talk, but I don't know what that's about and it's getting kinda weird. I can usually tell who in my family is walking up or down the stairs by the sound of their footsteps. Job, a ninja spy. My memory is absolutely fucking fantastic. I remember everything I learn. If I want to know something, I read it twice and it's in forever. I use it to remember practically entire movie dialogues because I'm too lazy to learn something useful. I can spin a throw pillow on my finger like a basketball for like 10 minutes straight. I can name a car from what it sounds like from a mile away. For example, every night and every morning, there always is a group of car guys who fly down the main road. They always fly down in a Audi R8, Ford Mustang, the one with the Coyote engine, and a Porsche Carrera 911 991 GT3 rupees. If it isn't modified, if I look at a taillight, I can tell what model the car is. I can also spot cops from a mile away, based on how traffic is moving or noticing how it doesn't stand out like other vehicles on the road. Edit. Change 992 to 991. You could probably help out on art. What is this thing quite common that hit-and-run taillights show up? There. Curl my tongue. I can use it as a straw. That's not useless. You're probably amazing at analingus. Wow, that went 0 to 100 real quick. Job, professional boyfriend. Tie a cherry stem in a knot with my tongue. As it turns out, I'm still a bad kisser. Go figure. Kissing is all about the lips. You actually could be good giving oral sex though. Not me, but one of my friends can shoot his spit from the gland under the tongue like a foot forward. Reminded me of one of those spitting cobras. And as for me, I can say the first 50 digits of pi. I can do the spit thing too. Usually happens involuntarily when I yawn. Imagine talking to someone when that happens and just turning into Squirtle. It's called gleeking. You can look up guides to learn how to do it. I can say all the known digiti of pi. It's the order that's the problem, monsieur. I've got crazy hitchhiker's thumb. Double jointed at the knees too. Job, competitive COD player. Double jointed at the knees too. What? His thumb is double jointed at the knees. What, can't you understand? His knees have double joints on their thumbs. Burp super loudly, long to the degree that people are always shocked hearing it. Small lady. Big burp. I can do a solid impression of Herbert the pervert from Family Guy. Job, van driver. I am really good at guessing people's age. It can really bring me in trouble. Job, alcohol store clerk. I remember every birth date of all 35 kids I graduated high school with. I can also remember all of my closest high school friends' home phone numbers, and basically none of them live at home anymore, so I have no use for that information unless I decided to randomly chat up their parents over the phone sometime. Badass at Tetris and the Rubik's Cube. I would have been the absolute bee's knees in the 80s. I have perfect pitch, which basically means I can identify a musical pitch with 100% accuracy without having to think about it. Back in college, people would play a song on the radio, and I could figure it out in mere seconds on a piano or guitar. I work in IT now, and having musical talent is easily the most useless trait an ugly white dude like myself can have. Lol. I can whistle at a very, very high pitch that confuses dogs, panics rodents, and amuse babies from shrieking and crying. I can accurately mimic the sound of a police siren. Oh, and a chicken. Draw. Now, before anyone goes, what, that's not useless, understand that drawing for fun as a hobby is pretty damned useless in the end. I don't feel comfortable selling art. I feel like nobody is ever going to be happy with what I make for the monsieur, so instead I pick up a pencil once every 3 months to draw something and then immediately realize I'm going nowhere with it when I see the absolutely massive amount of better artists than me on the internet that do actually make a living selling art. It's cool, but ultimately a finished piece can take me anywhere from 6 hours to 3 days, and that's a pretty significant time investment when I work full-time now. And doodles are just that, doodles. So yup, pretty useless. Job, Etsy seller who makes 90-day fiancé cartoon stickers. So hobbies are useless in your eyes even if they make the person happier? For me, it doesn't really make me happier, which is why I largely stopped doing it. I sometimes know which characters will die in a movie. The people who wore red shirts in the old Star Trek movies. If it has a center of gravity and I can lift it with one arm, I can spin it on one finger. Ironically enough, I cannot spin a ball. I'm scary good at noticing foreshadowing in TV and movies and can guess the endings like 9/10 times. It pisses people off when you tell them, because if you're right, they think you've just seen it already and are being an asshole. And it ruins a lot of shows, movies for me. Actually, I don't even think I'm that good at it. I just think people's attention spans are shit now. So directors, producers feel they have to bash us in the face with clues or it'll go over our heads. Yeah, I hate this. In most movies I watch, I always spoil it for myself. I have an extremely musical ear. I can identify songs after 1 second of them starting to play. I always notice if notes are right when people are playing music or singing. However, I've never had enough patience to follow through with learning to play an instrument. If I did, I would just play by ear. Wasted talent, really. I can clap with one hand. I can do that really stupid looking fast clap. Totally useless. I can fold my 5th toe on top of my 4th toe on both feet. A little bit less useless. My timing is scary precise. Every time I set a timer for something in the oven, I can sense when it is nearly finished and will be there approximately 5 seconds before the timer finishes. I have a really good Donald Duck impression, but it's rarely a topic which gets brought up, and some find the voice annoying. I can guess bra sizes within 5 seconds of looking at a woman. In high school, a bunch of girls in my grade had found out my secret talent and had a field day with it. They kept on asking me, what size are mine? Without looking at me like I'm a pervert. Job, Victoria's Secret attendant. Pervert anime characters always has this power. Dude, that's not useless. Bunch of girls practically begging for you to look at their tits. This is like definitely useful, unless they aren't into girls. I can make a kazoo sound with my mouth alone. It's achieved by buzzing my top teeth against my bottom lip. My go-to tune is the Stars and Stripes Forever. Grow hair really quick. Job, professional hair donor. I can make a 3D city in Notepad. Used to do it in high school typing class because I had so much free time. Origami swans in case I need to break out of prison one day. Bend my tongue into a 3-leaf clover shape. I'm double jointed in one arm so I can make it look like I broke my arm. I can pick up and drink a soda using only my elbows. I can make the water drop noise with my mouth, without hitting my cheek. Can make a bunch of generic character voices and personas but don't have any career lined up in voice acting at all. Can't do a lot of impressions but I just like to make up voices and characters based off them. I can draw nice clouds, I guess. Job, Apple genius. I can fart songs with my hands. I could breathe and talk. How do you get a GIF as a profile pic? Just download a GIF and set it as your profile pic. I can lock one eye in place and rotate the other one. I can and usually will remember someone's birthday, no matter how well I know the monsieur. I can bend all of my fingers and toes backwards. Dislocate my shoulders. Hitchhiker's thumbs. I'm an eye hacker. An ear umbler. I have a weird button thing in my nose. My jaw clicks. I can wiggle my ears. I can move the muscles back and forth of my knuckles. Continuously crack my elbow. clap with one hand, bend my ribs. And I'm sure there are a lot more things I can't think of. I'm pretty with useless things. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.